Hi everyone, this is Cherry Enchantress, and this is your daily dust for Sunday, September 24th, if you're watching in real time, but it can also be for whenever you stumble upon it. You can treat it as a timeless reading, just using the law of attraction, and there you are, this is your message. This is the daily dust because I'm all about the fairy dust, the pixie dust here, which is the magic. So let's get into a little magic. I'm doing a little series for Paolo Barbieri's decks. This one is the Chinese Oracle. I use it pretty much every Chinese New Year. Yes, I don't think I didn't miss it. Did I miss it this year? No, I don't think so. Every year I use this, and so it's pretty much the only time I use this, but it's a really lovely deck, and the artwork's amazing. And we've been getting a lot into this yin-yang energy, the masculine and feminine. And so, just so you know, it's just basically all the different animals that represent the Chinese zodiac or the lunar zodiac. And it comes in two colors, the dark and the white. So basically it's just repetitive. So I'm just trying to decide for myself if I just take one color or I take both colors and see if we get double messages. Do you think I should do double messages maybe? By chance, possibly? Let's see. Or, yeah, I think we should do that. We could also, so one represents the yin and one represents the yang. So we can also tap into what energy is coming out the most. Okay, so I'm not going to peek. We have the snake and the rooster and the pig. I love the pig. It's so happy. All right, so it looks like that we have a majority of yin energy. We have one, yes, so the outer ones are the yin energy, the inner one is the yang. This could be a person that you're dealing with that's your counterpart or vice versa. Okay, let me zoom on in and see what we get. Before I start, if you don't know what your Chinese zodiac is and you want to check that out, here are some dates that could lead you in the right direction. And basically, there is, in between every year, there is 12 years in between each new sign. I think something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong in the description box. I don't know as much about Chinese zodiac as I do other Western astrology. So, but I do know some things, and one thing I know that's kind of interesting is that the animals all showed up at a certain pace, and that the rat tricked the cat. So, anyway, also it's interesting that I didn't have to flip the card over. We can see that's yin and yang according to the color at the bottom of each one. So, the concept of yin and yang, and it's pronounced yan, as I've been corrected before. I was calling it yang, 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 and somebody said, nope, that's not how you pronounce it. And I'm like, okay, I will look that up, and they were right. It is yan, so there you have it. Yin and yang are the fundamental elements in the ancient Chinese philosophy. The Book of Changes says that the alternation between yin and yang is the Tao. It means that yin and yang are both mutually antagonistic and supportive. The trade-offs and even interconversation of them embody the principles of the universe. Hate comes from love. A competitor seen another way can prompt you to introspect and progress. Yin and yang teach us to find the underlying connection and interconversion between opposite things, forces, and aspects. The great ancient wisdom stays great and amazing even in the modern times. That is true. And I had her message while I was reading. Yin yan, yin yan. And now I lost it. Hate comes from love. Well, and love comes from hate. But hate and love are, opposite sides of the coin. The actual absence of love is indifference. And when you start to get that indifferent feeling, then that feels like the love is dying or moving away. But if hate is a very passionate feeling, and there could be jealousy lying behind it, but it could actually flip and represent on the other side of the spectrum love, right? So let's see what our snake has to say. So the snake's sentence is, I have my own way in spite of the changing situation. The key words are calm, composed, quick thinking, without distraction, and flexible. The snake glides quietly along his way, allowing the fairy to sing and dance over his head. Another reason why I love this deck, because of the fairies. Look at the beautiful fairy dancing on the snake's head. Oh my gosh, so pretty. The outside influence is insufficient to change his plan. No matter what will be encountered on the road, the snake will cope with a calm and low profile. But the yin message is slightly negative and different from the yang message here. A yin meaning is suspicious, hidden true nature, not easy to get close. So if you're feeling that any of that kind of energy, or somebody is feeling that energy towards you, it's important maybe to flip the coin, like flip and see the other side of things. Try to see your person's point of view if you're the one feeling suspicious. Or they may have something hidden. Maybe they do have something hidden. Maybe it's time to have a nice heart-to-heart. A passive message here is trust and work with others and listen carefully. Really, really listen. Like, when you're talking to somebody and somebody says something and it triggers, I shouldn't say the word trigger, it ignites a little memory of your own or something you want to say, and so you're holding on to that thought so you don't forget it, and then you stop listening to what they're saying because you want to interject and tell them your thoughts so quickly, or you just want to tell them your thoughts so you're completely not listening to what they're saying. So try not to do that. Try sometimes. Conversations are supposed to be about back and forth, but sometimes just try listening without the exchange. Just listen, and sometimes it would be even more beneficial to repeat what the person just said. That way you really know that you heard it, and they really know that you heard them, and that can be very helpful too. And if there's anything that you need to say to a person about sore feelings or anything like that, try an I statement. Instead of you did this and you did that, say, I feel this way when I heard those words. I'm not sure why or where it came from, but I just wanted to let you know that what you said at that moment made me feel this way. And I'm not blaming you, but I'm just saying those were my reactions. And then in that way you're owning your reaction, because your reaction is your reaction. It may have not actually been the intent of the person delivering it, in other words, So be mindful of those things maybe on a day-to-day basis. Just kind of be self-aware in that way. Zoom out and look at it and decide for yourself, did this person... Let's see if this person actually intended what they meant, what in the way that I'm perceiving it, because maybe they didn't, or maybe they actually did, and there's plenty of people. And if you're a very intuitive person, then you may just be getting it right. But I feel the point really is about the snake card is to It's to either not be super suspicious of others or realize that somebody may be hiding something and you are tapping into a hidden motive or energy. So it could be a combination of both. But try to see both sides anyway and give the benefit of the doubt. I just generally believe in giving benefit of the doubt in most situations because I know me personally, I sometimes, maybe more than just sometimes, take the situation the wrong way. A long time ago, some person told me in Spanish, "Eres orgulloso," and I'm like, "What does that mean?" And then I realized it was proud. I'm proud, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, maybe he is right. Maybe I'm a little proud," and it was because I guess it was a language thing. Like I was trying to understand what this person was saying in Spanish, and I thought I did, and maybe I interpreted it wrong. But see, that's a language. That's not even, that's a whole different language, not even English. Just imagine how much we get wrong just in English, but then getting things wrong in Spanish, because Spanish does have a different way. You know, when you speak a certain language, it does have a certain way of explaining feelings and intention behind the words that they use. It's true. So let's get on with the rooster here. The rooster sentence is, "Only I can wake up the sun." Rooster is such a happy energy, and it comes out so much in my charms. I love the rooster. And Melanie Williams is a rooster, so hello, Melanie, if you're out there, I love you. She is, so the key words here are responsible, diligent, punctual, loving to be concerned, and a good at communication. And the rooster is in the Yan energy, so right now. So I think that's really good for you. It could be a person that's in your life, or you could be this way with your person. We're having a nice balance here. Maybe slightly more yin than yang energy, but that's okay. I think for the feminines out there, that makes sense, right? But don't forget your rooster energy. So you can see this crowning of the rooster. The sun rises slowly, and the golden morning glow spreads over the rooster and the fairy. Where's the fairy? Well, that's the fairy, the beautiful. She's a beautiful fairy, and there's the rooster. And all the bubbles, like last night when we went live, I have bubbles everywhere. And she has these beautiful, gorgeous clothes. Oh, this reminds me of my mornings often are met, or the morning greets me with prisms, and I have rainbows dancing all around my room, so that's really joyful. Every day they wait for this moment full of pride, as though it was their mission. Pride, the word pride came out. Isn't that interesting? So the Yan message here is stable, daring to express opinions, and self-confident. The active meanings are in-depth exploration, being responsible, and speaking out. So maybe you are tapping in, like maybe some of you are that yin energy, tapping into this really beautiful masculine energy, and there could be a really good influence on you. The action here is use in a personal relationship to solve problems. See how when you're with somebody who is kind of opposite of you, or is the yang to your yin, how together you can create solutions so much easier than when you do it separately. Two minds are greater than one, and that's what I'm getting from this lovely rooster. So the pig is really wonderful too. The pig is forthright, maybe a little naive, but optimistic. I love that optimistic energy. And this is kind of like, even in the yin energy, this is almost like either way, it's like positive. The pig is also kind, and the keywords are easily connected and straightforward and easygoing and happy-go-lucky. Without any goal or plan, the pig travel with the snail fairy, and they stop and stare and make the best of things. Despite that dense misty fog in the distance and it blurs everything, they can see also the sunshine. So that's just always seeing the bright side, right? So that's a natural part of you. Even if you have this kind of suspicious nature sometimes, you have a natural sunny outlook on life. And the pig can find beauty all around them. So in the yin energy, sometimes it could be laziness, or not seeing something fully through, giving up halfway, or sometimes being a little bit maybe a little bit conservative about money and not wanting to share as much. The lack mentality, thinking you don't have enough, so you have to hoard it or hold on to it. Could be something like that sometimes. I think the positive messages from the pig can be stronger, because generally it's about the passive energy here is about planning and persevering and practice. And it's showing you that this boundless scenery is at the peak. And it could be a perilous peak, but the pig is kind of straightforward and just keeps going. Happy-go-lucky, doesn't really see the energy as too difficult. Like, they just know that they can do it. So there you have it, the yin and the yang, the connection between the two. And I feel like overall this energy is talking about how two minds are greater than one, and you can solve problems together because you are the two pieces coming together as one. And I hope you like that. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.